All right, what's up, dudes? So today I'm going someplace that I have not done on this channel before. I've dove here a lot, and this is actually one of the places where my mentor, or one of my mentors in diving when I first started, used to take me all the time. We used to hit all the time. And the reason I haven't done it is because it is kind of hit or miss out here, and this is a really good spot to take beginners because there's depths for all different diving levels out here, right? But this is Apaca Point in Agate. All right, so like I said, this is a really a place where all levels of diver can come and have a good time. It's some of the best reef structure that I've seen on this side of the island. There are tons of fish out here, but it's kind of hit or miss on the species that I'm really looking for these days. So I don't come here as much very often. But I'm gonna do it today, man. I haven't been out here in probably like 7-8 months since I've dove this location. So hopefully it's happening. I know some other guys that hit here and spearfish here from time to time, but I drive by here every day, and I haven't seen any cars parked here that I know are actually spearfishing here. So we're gonna see, but first I'm gonna check out the water. Oh yeah, doesn't look bad. The tide looks high enough for me to swim out, so this should be good. I'm gonna suit up. All right, here we go. So every dive that I have out here, I started out by hitting this little cave right out on the rocks. So if you're sending in on the bay and you look out and you see the two rocks that are out on the edge of the reef out here, this is the first one. And there's just a cool little cave on the shore side of it, and it's not very deep, but every now and then I find something cool hanging out in here. I mean, I found octopus. I've seen some big GTs rolling around in here, and it's pretty quick to just hop down in here and out to the other side, and it's super cool. So and once I got out there, I discovered it was a little bit murky, so I went ahead and moved out onto the reef, and I'm prepping for my warm-up dive right now. But I got these two sea turtles that are just hanging out, and this small one just keeps floating up closer and closer, trying to get a good look at me. It's really awesome. These guys are super chill, super playful. That guy ends up getting pretty close. He just wants to come up and check me out and see what's up. So I just kind of hang out and take in the view for a minute. And eventually I work my way into my my warm-up drop. This is probably a good 45 feet to the sand right there, but I land on the edge of this rock, and I'm just gonna hang out down here and get the lungs warmed up. And there's some fish down here. There's some wheelie hiding out over on the other side of that rock, and I see a lot of red snapper down here, but there's nothing down here this time that's worth taking a shot at. So I just hang out, take in the view, check out my buddies, and then head back up for the surface. So I've moved out onto the reef into about 40 feet of water, and I find a little bit clearer water. And check out this moo just rolling underneath me as I'm dropping. I probably could have shot that guy, but he was probably 2-3 pounds. But where's the fun in that, shooting on the drop, right? So I just nestled down in between these two coral structures, and I started flopping up some sand because I know there's some bigger moo that are hanging out. Figured hanging out in here and hiding would give me a little bit better shot, but nothing wants to play ball today, so. And there you can see them all out there. It's just beautiful reef structure. So I kick over to my next spot, and I notice there's still some moo hanging out over here. So I drop down here next to this this coral structure to try to give myself some cover. And I kick up a little sand, but the moo are coming from right in front of me, and I don't have very much cover, so I know I'm not gonna get them on this try. But there's a lot of them. They're all probably 2-3 pounds each. And they're curious, but not curious enough. Alright, so I moved back up onto the reef into about 30 feet of water now. I gave the other guys down in the sand pit some time, and now I've decided I'm going to come and check out some rocks that I know consistently hold good fish. And you can see all these oriental sweet lips just swimming around there. They're the white guys with the black stripes and yellow, and then a bunch of two-barred goatfish, I think is what they're called. We call them sabonetti out here in Guam, and there's a couple of different types of sabonetti, but these are the smaller ones, but the tastier ones. But I pop that sweet lips and then head closer to this rock over here. And as I get over towards this rock, I see something swimming in and out. And there's about 10 red snappers or tagafis that are swimming in and out of here. And they're all big, man. They're all probably 10 plus pounds. But there's a lot of places for them to hide back in there. So I'm just kind of scratching at the surface and looking back in there and seeing if I can catch one of them slipping. But they're smarter than that, so there's really no chance they're coming out. So I peek up from the rock and I look over, and here's one of these two-barred goatfish swimming right along there, and he's a good-sized guy too. The darker they get, the bigger they are, so I just put the pause button on that dude. And this has turned out to be quite a little honey hole with some tasty small kind fish, right? So I'm going to do one more drop here and see if I can get another one of these bigger goatfish. And there's a few of them swimming around. Most of those guys are small. But there's a big guy that shows his face in just a sec. And there he is. So I chase this guy around for a sec, and finally I catch him slipping, and I put the pause button on him as well. And that's pretty much done for the day. My stringer's full, so I'm loading up and heading in.